This Steelers Talk video is presented by RexMD. You can get up to 90% off your order when you go to rexmd.com/chat. They really are a fantastic company. Can't wait to talk about them later on in the show here. Now let's get into the pick here. In round two, the first pick here, we were wondering all week what the Steelers might do with that first pick in the second round, and it is going to be Joey Porter Jr., cornerback out of Penn State. And let me tell you guys, I couldn't be any happier. 6'2.5", 193 pounds, great size, some of the longest arms you are going to see from a cornerback prospect. Ran a 4.4, 40-yard dash time at the combine. Fantastic athlete. On our big board here at Chat Sports, our draft analyst Tom Downey has him ranked as the number 3 cornerback in the entire NFL draft, and he falls to the Steelers here at pick number 32. And speaking of Tom Downey, this is what his scouting report looks like on Joey Porter Jr. Improved every season and wasn't thrown at much in 2022. Just absolutely dominated his competition, particularly in press coverage. He's tall. He's a tall, long corner with toughness and the ability to find the ball in the air. He can absolutely do that as well. And then he's a bit grabby at times and only one career interception. But I want to talk about that one career interception for just a second. When you're not being targeted, it's really hard to get interceptions, guys. This guy absolutely just wiped wide receivers off the field. This guy was one of the most dominating cornerback presences in the country throughout his college career. He, like the scouting report says, he's a little bit grabby at times, but I think with Mike Tomlin, he likes to take guys with the right mentality. He likes guys like George Pickens that have that dog in them, but might take it a little bit too far at times. But, Mike Tomlin wants those guys that he can rail in a little bit. He doesn't want somebody that's like a little puppy that's not going to be able to handle himself at the NFL level. Mike Tomlin wants alphas, and Joey Porter Jr. 100% is that kind of player. I think that Joey Porter Jr. has the ability to be one of the best press man corners in the National Football League. When you have the kind of strength that he brings to the table, when you have the arm length that he has, when you have the ability to absolutely wipe out wide receivers from a play because he's so good at jamming people at the line of scrimmage. I think this guy has what it takes to be a number 1 cornerback in this league, particularly in a press man system. And good news for him, he's heading to Mike Tomlin's defense that plays just about as much press as any team in the National Football League. So do me a favor here, grade the pick of Joey Porter Jr. here at the top of round 2, number 32 overall. Give me an A, a B, a C, a D, or an F in the comment section. This is going to be the pinned comment on today's show. So whenever you get an ad break here, just go ahead, go into the comment section, find that pinned comment, and answer today's question. Today's Steelers Talk is presented by RexMD, the number 1 leader in men's telehealth. Fellas, do you sometimes lack confidence in the bedroom? Do you wish you could have a more fulfilling sex life? Well, you're not alone. That's why we're excited to tell you about RexMD, the online source for men's wellness. RexMD offers an easy and discreet way to get the medication you need for ED without having to visit a doctor's office. With just a few clicks, you can have your medication delivered straight to your door and at a fraction of the cost of traditional pharmacies. RexMD's team of licensed physicians will work with you to find the right treatment plan, and their medication is made in the USA, so you can trust its quality. Plus, their customer support is available 24/7 to answer any questions or concerns you may have. So if you're ready to take control of your sex life and say goodbye to ED, head on over to rexmd.com and start your consultation today. Take advantage of their best deal they've ever offered and save up to 90% off and only pay $2 per dosage with our exclusive link. Go to rexmd.com/chat for this limited time deal. Starter packs of generic Viagra or Cialis are now available for our listeners. To get started, that's rexmd.com/chat for up to 90% off. So now let's go over some of his stats here from the 2022 campaign. 0 interceptions last year, 8 pass deflections, 27 tackles, and you might be looking at that and be like, wait a minute, where's the ball production? Only 8 pass breakups and no interceptions? Why isn't he getting the ball more? The reason for that is that opposing quarterbacks in the Big Ten, just simply did not throw it his way. When you look at Richard Sherman at his prime there in Seattle, He didn't have a whole lot of ball production in Seattle, but he was one of the best cornerbacks in the National Football League, and everybody knew it because nobody was targeting his side of the field. That's the kind of menacing presence that Joey Porter Jr. was with the Penn State Nittany Lions. And now let's talk about what the Athletics' Dane Brugler, one of the best NFL draft analysts out there, had to say about the talent of Joey Porter Jr. Porter has clear bust potential with his undisciplined play style and unbalanced change of direction, but he has intriguing matchup potential in the NFL because of his aggressive length and body quickness. He projects as a classic bump and run cornerback and won't be a slam dunk fit for every scheme. But here's the thing, he's a slam dunk for the Steelers pick, man, and I cannot wait to break it down with you guys even more. But make sure that you subscribe to the channel for breakdowns and analysis of every single pick that the Steelers make this offseason during the NFL draft. We're going to be doing pick number 49 here in just a second, so make sure that you're subscribed and turn on your notifications to know when we put out new videos and when we have new draft analysis for more picks. All right, so here are some of the players here that went before Joey Porter Jr. You look here, I was really surprised that the Bills didn't take him there. They do need cornerback help. They went out and got Dalton Kincaid instead. Mozzie Smith went and got drafted by the Dallas Cowboys. They got Anton Harrison going to the Jags, Miles Murphy to the Bengals, and then really you get to this point here, and I'm thinking, is he going to fall to number 32? Really? Joey Porter Jr.? And you got Brian Brzee go to the Saints, and they needed aggressive cornerback help. I thought Porter was going to go there. And then he gets to the Eagles, Nolan Smith, fantastic pick by them. I don't blame them for that. And then Kansas City, that could certainly use a guy like Joey Porter Jr., they pass on him for an edge rusher, Felix Anudike-Uzomah, and he lands with his father's old team here. He is now a Pittsburgh Steeler. It was destiny. The Steelers have landed Joey Porter Jr. If you take a look at the Steelers cornerback depth chart right now, where he fits in here, I think that he has a real shot to get that cornerback 2 spot on the outside from day one. He's going to have to compete with Ahkello Witherspoon and Levi Wallace, who are solid pros, but I think Joey Porter Jr. has the scheme ability here to really be a good fit for this defense, and I really think that he's going to be a starter come week 1. I think he's going to earn that position. I think he's going to earn the respect of the people in the locker room, and I think by year 2, he is going to be the number 1 cornerback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And of course, you got Patrick Peterson in there. That's probably going to be playing more of a hybrid safety nickel type role. He's been talking about that role for weeks now. I'm really excited to see what Patrick Peterson can do, but now you get your hopefully future cornerback 1 here in Joey Porter Jr. So let's take a look at his combine numbers or his testing numbers throughout the draft process here. 4.46 40-yard dash, man. That is absolutely fantastic. In fact, all those numbers there, the 20-yard split and the 10-yard split, are all labeled as elite by Relative Athletic Score. He had some great explosive numbers there with the jumps, both in the vert and the broad. And he had 17 reps on the bench press, which is very impressive for a cornerback. You are not going to be able to block this guy in the run game. So you take a look at the offense. So if you look at what the Steelers have already done here, they've gotten their offensive tackle. Now you get your cornerback. And I think that these 2 positions were the marquee positions that the Steelers needed to address coming into the 2023 NFL draft. I was worried that you would kind of have to sacrifice one for the other. You can either get a really good tackle or a really good cornerback, but I think somehow Omar Khan has pulled this off where he's gotten a top 4 offensive tackle prospect and a top 4 cornerback prospect. I mean, that's absolutely fantastic. And you add that to a roster here that during free agency, you add Patrick Peterson, you add Isaac Seumalo, you add Allen Robinson via trade, you add Broderick Jones in the first round. And you don't really lose anybody super of value other than Cam Sutton. Cam Sutton is that one guy, but you replace him with Patrick Peterson and William Jackson III, Miles Jack, Robert Spillane. Those aren't really impact players. The Steelers are adding impact players, and they're not losing too many. So I think the Steelers are improving their roster overall. I think that they're doing a really good job this offseason. And some final thoughts here on Joey Porter Jr., man. I think that he's a fantastic, fantastic prospect that's going to be a really good pro in the NFL for a very, very long time, man. I think that he's got the range. I think he's got the length. I think he's got the strength to really be a dominating presence on the outside in Mike Tomlin's press-heavy defense. I think that he's going to be a really, really great pro, just like his dad was. And maybe he won't get to the kind of level that Joey Porter Sr. was able to get to. But, man, Joey Porter Jr. I think is going to be a really good starter and a potential cornerback one in the National Football League moving forward. That's going to be it for today's show, guys. I appreciate you stopping by. I will see you guys later. Peace.